Hey everyone, it's Gabby. What is up? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my top Lululemon favorites for pregnancy and postpartum. I am almost 20 weeks pregnant with my second baby. I did make a previous version of this video, so definitely be sure to go check that out. I'll have it linked down below in the description, but I wanted to do an updated one with some of the pieces that I have been loving. So if you are also expecting and looking to buy some non-maternity pieces, these will also double great for pregnancy and postpartum. If you want to shop anything in this video, like I said, I'll have all of the items linked down below, so definitely be sure to check that out. I will also try all of these pieces on for you so you can kind of see what they look like, but again, everyone's bodies are different. Hopefully it helps at least give you a reference, but I definitely highly recommend taking your own measurements, checking out the size chart, and kind of basing it off of that. But without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, so starting us off, I just want to start off with kind of sizing references because I feel like I get a lot of questions about that before we jump into all of the items here. So I do like to size up for my sports bras and pants, especially in the later second and third trimester when everything starts to expand and your belly grows a lot more. I feel like sizing up 1 or 2 sizes keeps items comfortable and still can double in that early postpartum phase. So I do like to size up a little bit. You can still go true to size. Some people still stay true to size in their lines per se, but I do find it a little bit comfier to size up 1 or 2 sizes if you can. Again, depending on how you carry, everyone's body is so different during pregnancy. But for tops, I mostly stay true to size with my pre-pregnancy size. I find that has worked for me, but again, if you want it to be a little bit more comfy, then definitely consider sizing up 1 size. But let's jump into bottoms first here. So the first thing I have to recommend are these under ease super high-rise shorties. Really anything super high-rise from Lululemon is a win, but these specifically for sleepwear. I wear these not pregnant and they are absolutely fantastic. They are so comfortable, but I do size up 1 size, like I mentioned, for maternity and pregnancy. But these are honestly great. I love them kind of in that second, third trimester. Again, because it's super high-rise, it's going to come over the bump just a little bit more, which I really like, and I find that it's not too compressive when I size up. Again, great for that postpartum phase. Probably not immediate postpartum phase, but a little bit after. And these are just so comfy. I absolutely love them, and I picked up a new pack. They have so many of these. They just have black too, if that's more your forte or want a darker color, because they do get a little bit sheer sometimes. These are my go-to pregnancy and non-pregnancy wise as sleepwear with an all yours tee, and these are fantastic. So highly recommend trying these out if you have not tried these already. Second thing is, like I said, anything super high rise. So I have the Groove super high rise pants and also the Align super high rise are 2 pants that are my pretty much go-to during pregnancy. And because they are super high rise, I just like that it has a little bit extra fabric to come over that belly. The Grooves are great because it gives you obviously a little bit of a flare if you don't want to wear leggings, or the Align super high rise, also really good. And that's what I'm wearing right now. And again, I usually size up 1 size as the belly grows. I just feel like it's so much more comfortable. You could stay true to size or your pre-pregnancy size, but I do find it gets kind of compressive and tight, and that's when the legging can kind of slip down a little bit, and I really don't like that. So I do try and size up 1 size at least, and again, depends on how you're carrying. But the Align super high rise line, anything in Nulu, is really great. Sadly, I'm pretty sure they discontinued the Align super high rise shorts. Those were my go-to shorts for pregnancy in the summer, but I think I'll just have to go with the regular lines and size up 2 sizes to kind of get that band over my bump. But anything really in the Align franchise is great. Now, if you are searching for super high-rise items on the site, I do believe the new Glow Up line is technically super high-rise. I would not recommend those because they are meant to be compressive and tight and held in, and I feel like they just wouldn't stay on the bump or be comfortable for the bump. So if you are shopping and you come across those, maybe wait for postpartum. And then moving on to shorts, the first ones I have here are the Pace Rival high-rise shorts. These ones are new, but I do have the lightweight high-rise relaxed fit short that are now named the Court Rival short, and these are also really great. These ones are high-rise, so you could wear them on the bump or below the bump. I will probably wear them below the bump as I get into summer, but these are honestly so comfy. They're 3-inch inseam. They do have the kind of underwear liner in here, but I just like that these ones are a little bit longer and has the elastic waistband, also has pockets in here. Just a really nice, comfortable option, kind of breezy and flowy option as well for the summertime. And to go with that, the Hottie Hot, specifically the 4-inch version. Now they do have a Hottie Hot low rise, which I feel like could be a benefit for maternity specifically. However, I would not wear low rise not pregnant, so I do stick with my high rise and just pull them down below the bump. I feel like it works fine for the 1 to 2 months that I'm going to be pregnant during the summer. So these are the Hottie Hot high rise 4 inches. I do like the 4 inches again just for a little bit of extra coverage, because I feel like as everything grows, kind of like in your legs, thighs, I just want the extra coverage. So these are honestly really great. Again, kind of have the liner inside. They're a nice flowier option and a nice elastic waistband here. So really great if you want more of a kind of running workout short, something just casual to throw on as well. And the last pants I have here to share with you are the Dance Studio mid-rise pant. This is actually something new to me wearing this pregnancy, and I wish I had these in my first pregnancy. They are fantastic, again, to kind of just switch it up from your everyday leggings and hoodie, which I feel like I've been stuck in that rut. But these are great. I will pop them below the bump. I feel like it's comfy there because they are mid-rise. I feel like below the bump is quite comfortable for these, but honestly I feel like these are great kind of non-maternity piece as well. I feel like they're a really popular item at Lululemon and will probably stick with you after you have your baby. So they're just kind of a simple pant. They do have like a little bit of ruching down the side, and these ones specifically for the pants do have like a little cinch draw cord at the bottom, so you could kind of cinch these up and make them tighter if you wanted to. I definitely recommend the pants more than the joggers. Even though they're the same material, I do find the joggers sit a little bit higher where it's kind of not comfortable for me, where these ones sit nicely below the bump without like sliding down, falling off, and moving around too much. So definitely recommend the Dance Studio pants or the Dance Studio crops if you are going to be expecting during the summer. All right, moving on to tops. The only sports bra that I have that I feel like is my tried and true is the Like a Cloud bras. Again, I wear these pregnant, not pregnant. They are so comfy. For maternity wear, I do like to size up at least one size depending on how much my rib cage is expanding, but these are honestly great. They have the molded cups here, so it is nice to not have anything shifting around with a removable padding in them. They have a nice straight strap on the back, something just super simple, very lightweight, very comfortable, and these are honestly fantastic. You could also use these as a nursing bra if you want, because they are quite flexible to pull down. However, I personally don't really like that because I find that there's too much material bunching when I nurse, but I know a lot of people have used these as like a nursing bralette. You definitely could, but for me, I mostly prefer these during maternity and then postpartum after I am finished nursing the baby. But these are honestly great. Tried and true staple, highly recommend. They also have like a long line version or like a D, double D. This is the BC version as well, so B and C cup, but honestly so many options for the Like a Clouds. Highly recommend. They are a great non-maternity maternity option. All right, diving into my favorite tops, the Hold Tight line. As you can see here, I have a ton of the Hold Tight tanks. These are literally my summer staple, my summer uniform, a great layering piece as well. These tanks are so soft. They're stretchy. They're a nice ribbed material, so they're gonna stretch over the bump. I love that they're hip length as well. So again, extra material to give you coverage over the bump. Again, they're super simple tank, just like a racer back. I absolutely love these. I love anything in the Hold Tight line, but these are especially fantastic and double greatly for maternity wear. And along with that, of course, is all of my Hold Tight long sleeves. You guys know these are a tried and true favorite. Again, pregnant, non-pregnant, whatever it might be, I absolutely love anything in the Hold Tight line, but specifically the long sleeves and the tank tops. I feel like the tank tops are more comfy in the summer. These are great for the winter, but I also have like the Henley version, which I feel like is kind of nice to switch it up, or just kind of like the plain regular Hold Tight long sleeves. Again, great basic hip length, so they're gonna go over the bump, nice and long, and just super stretchy, ribbed, nice and lightweight. So these are perfect for maternity and postpartum. And that brings us to the end of this video and my top recommendations of what to buy at Lululemon if you are expecting. For like kind of sweaters and hoodies, I still stick with my pre-pregnancy true to size. I feel like that works really well, especially for the scuba full zips where I can just like wear them open, or the Define jackets where you could wear them open. But if you are planning to zip up a Define jacket, again, size up in a lot of these pieces. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful If you did, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below on your favorite pieces from Lululemon for maternity or postpartum wear, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!